Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like the look of this guy, Federico Di Marco. He reminds me all the time of a frustrated winger. That position didn't quite work out for him. And now, as a fullback, he can't resist any opportunity to get forward and assist with what's going on up front. He really does add an extra dimension to this attack.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Zanetti. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Cannavaro. And it's been given away. Can he finish? Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A horrible blip, a moment they could well have done without.
Oh, how can the...
Tries from a long way out. Valverde. Caicedo. Valverde. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Tries a shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you. Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go... He's having a pop! Superb from Caicedo. A finish right from the top draw. Back to within one. Interesting. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
The Netherlands cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's with the keeper. Marquinhos. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Valverde. Out for a throw. And it's Stojkovic. Now the ball's gone astray. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
Good chance here! And that was precious close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one.
Against Netherlands.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. The Netherlands with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Played into space, and this is De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. Very nicely done, and he's gone backward here. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and
Batistuta! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
And it's Totti. De Bruyne is fouled. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Caicedo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? De Bruyne gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a throw. That is good strength. Caicedo, and he's been shifted off it. Can he get it through? Not the most convincing of passes. The Netherlands leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Just eases him off the ball.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball.
He'll try from distance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, Great leap! He will be livid with himself.
Rijkaard clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Schlotterbeck. He's given it away. He is through here. Tries one from range. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that's going to be a goal kick. Now that looks a decent ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And it's Rijkaard. The Netherlands very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
O'Reilly, pass somewhat off target. Well, that is one way to stop him. Caicedo. He's on it, can he get away? And Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Not the most accurate pass. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a throw. O'Reilly. Batistuta. Out of play for a goal kick. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, that's well spotted. Yamal. Now, can they get him away? Caicedo. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's De Bruyne. Oh, that's a... And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Got nowhere to hide after that one. Totti, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Batistuta gets on his bike and on the move. Well, oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries to pass it through. Yamal. Could be danger here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. And they win it back again. And that signals the end of the first period. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change.
The Netherlands are already in celebration mode, free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Things already rolling.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Kamavinga! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Ødegaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Conte. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his... And Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Mbappe. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Mbappe, and this is Hazard. Rijkaard. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. He's had it taken off him. Ake. Mbappe. And he's whipped it across. And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Batistuta. Neither side yet able to find the net. Ake. Played out towards the right wing. Ødegaard. Oh, this is a terrific run. And he's... Ødegaard! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter. But...
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
It's their second corner of the game. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Ødegaard. Van Dijk. It's a sharp pass. And it's Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The Netherlands have their third corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 4 coming up here. And he's there to clear it. And that is well cleared. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And it's Rijkaard. Yamal. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, no question, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pacho. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Ødegaard. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. That's good play. He's having a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. He's
a sharp little ball here. Rijkaard.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's in a great position
Nearly
here.
3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Zanetti. Marquinhos. Yamal. And it's Ødegaard. No, he's just misjudged that one. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I'd like to draw
The
your
Netherlands
attention to the
trailing
screen
by
right
the
now for
tightest of
information on your
margins at
shuttle bus
half-time.
service.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
The Netherlands can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's having a pop! That is wonderful from Rijkaard! About as smooth as it gets. They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class.
Shapes to shoot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Lamine Yamal deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Ødegaard. Shot, surely! Superb goal!
What a way to stamp your authority on this game, Peter. He was clearly thinking several moves ahead of everyone in the lead up to the goal. I was thinking at the break someone had to show real courage. That's it.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. That's really nicely played. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with. Conte. And he's managed to get free. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Decent hit from there.
The attendance for this match was
Get a throw in.
60,332.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Nice defending, physical and effective.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Valverde does well to get it back. Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pass somewhat off target. Ake, shifted upfield. Tries to play it through. And it's Caicedo. And now the breakaway. Threads one in. Yamal is onto this. He's found the way through. Brilliantly cut out. Real chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Arsenal go up by 2 and are looking good. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Arsenal choosing to make the first change.
Number 8.
Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe.
Number 10.
It's a good foot in there.
Number 15.
Now it's Barcola.
Coming on the field. Number
75
18.
minutes played.
Shevchenko. Number 23. Messi.
Caicedo.
Number 13.
Shevchenko. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Shevchenko. Caicedo. Cannavaro. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Alexander-Arnold taking charge of the dead ball. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi stood his ground strongly. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard, who does have an assist to his name. Van Dijk. Caicedo. This is a promising build-up. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Shevchenko! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Paredes. Barcola. And that is a little undercooked. Batistuta. Conte. That's an imaginative pass. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Camavinga. Now Barcola. And it's Lopez.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caught offside that time. Van Dijk. Messi. No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking for options for movement. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. He'll try from distance! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
It's an Arsenal free kick. He's had a crack.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Tries a shot! And he's heaved it away. And there goes the final whistle. The Netherlands cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
The Netherlands desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.